We have fire. It's burning down pretty good now. Just wasted all this time and effort. Let's give this another shot.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Pale Horse Survival and Tactical. I'm Bill, glad you could join me. I've been watching the events unfold with this coronavirus, and I wasn't going to post a video or anything, but you know, when I see people brawling in the store aisles over toilet paper of all things, I figure I'd go ahead and post a video up with my thoughts and ideas on what's going on. Let me read a few numbers to you here. The Chinese death toll from coronavirus, I thought it was in the millions. It's approximately 1,300. That's 1,300 for the entire country of China. From October 1st, 2019 to February 1st, 2020, just 4 months, the death toll in the U.S. from common influenza was approximately 30,000. And if I remember correctly, I believe the global death toll numbers from influenza was something like 1.6 million or something like that globally during the same 4-month period. Don't quote me on that, it's approximate number. So far to date, the coronavirus death toll in the U.S. is 37. So far to date, the global coronavirus death toll is less than 6,000. Now, call me a conspiracy theorist, but those numbers do not come close to anything, anywhere close to being a pandemic. You know, the flu, common influenza, kills a lot of people every year, not only here in the U.S., but globally. You don't hear a whole lot about it. I mean, 30,000 people in a 4-month period, that's a lot. So far, 37 in the U.S. And you see all this, the shutting down of public gatherings, schools, declarations of emergency on the state level. I don't see a pandemic, and what I see personally, I wouldn't be, it's not the virus that concerns me. It is the agendas behind the virus that are the concerning part. You know, what's the end game here? And I think that's something everybody needs to stop and ask themselves. You know, what is this being hyped up for in the media as it is? And I stopped watching the television many years ago. It's a very powerful tool that's used to manipulate the masses, sway public opinion. And you think what a valuable tool it is. It's inside every home, it's inside every bedroom, just about. It's in waiting rooms, hospital rooms, it's everywhere. It's difficult to avoid one, and it is a programming manipulation machine. And I derive my information from other sources, a lot of it independent sources, and I've been keeping close track of this whole thing. And what I personally see, and this is just my personal opinion, maybe I'm wrong, I don't see a pandemic at all as compared to the numbers from the mortality rates of common influenza on an annual basis. So all I'm saying, guys, I see a lot of people freaking out over this thing. And you know, when you see store shelves being stripped clean of toilet paper, of all things, I don't understand what the bizarre fascination is over toilet paper. You would think that food would be priority number one. After all, if you're not putting anything in, nothing's going to come out. It's pretty simple. And you see videos of people brawling in the aisles over toilet paper, of all things. And you know, all I can think of is that the media must have manipulated people and said, hey, you better go out and stock up on toilet paper. Anyways, what I'm saying here, my personal opinion, I don't think the virus is anything to be overly concerned about. And I'm not saying lower your guard, or, you know, you do what you feel is best for you. Okay, I'm just putting my personal opinions out here. I believe there's agendas behind all of this. I really do. And I can go deep into the rabbit hole here, and I'm not going to do that. If you want to discuss things down below in the discussion thread, the comment section, well, we can do that, and I can put a few thoughts and ideas out there. And some of you are probably along the same mode of thinking, perhaps. But looking at the numbers, you know, when this started out, we heard all the, you know, I mean, they hyped up the death tolls coming out of China. I thought, good God, there must be millions dropping dead over there. And come to find out, with a little bit of research, it's approximately 1,300, the mortality rate over there. And I thought, okay, out of a huge country, you know, a huge population. I personally don't know anybody who has coronavirus or has had coronavirus or whatever, and I'm in association with quite a bit of people, and none of those people know anybody. So you know, you take precautions, and you know, the hand washing and avoiding large crowds and whatever you feel is best for you. I'm keeping an eye on the agendas that I feel are behind this, and I feel there's quite a few agendas that are behind it, and none of it is for the good of the people. That's us. I try to keep this channel non-political, keep it focused on bushcraft, but given the current events and seeing how people are freaking out over this, I felt it necessary to shoot a video, and it is along the lines of survival in a lot of ways. What I do is a personal, I see a lot of people talking about boosting immune systems and this and that. I am a practicing herbalist, in addition to teaching primitive skills. So I'm going to share with you guys what I personally do, and as a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. This isn't intended to be medical advice. I got to say that to keep the attorneys off my back. But I developed a regimen. I have an herbal regimen that I do on a daily basis, maintains good health, and everything. Now, I used to catch the flu once per year and about 2 minor colds throughout a year, and I haven't been sick in a long time. And I, as a certified aromatherapist, I developed a very simple regimen that I use on a daily basis, actually twice a day, that boosts my immune system up. And I've been in contact with people with the flu personally, 3 different people this past season, and I have not gotten sick. And so when I started this regimen, it turned my immune system all the way around. So it works for me personally. So I'm just talking about what I personally do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera and give you guys a close-up of what I use. And you can go, now I buy mine off of eBay, and I'm not affiliated with this company in any way. I'm not a sales rep. This company does not utilize multi-level marketing strategies, so they don't have any reps. So I don't sell this product, so I'm just going to steer you in the direction of what I use and where to find it if you choose to give this a shot. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to get back here behind the camera to give you a close-up. There's a small family-run business out of Idaho. It's called Plant Therapy. Now there's 3 chemotypes of frankincense. You want to get frankincense Carteri. Carteri has the highest immune boosting constituents out of the 3 chemotypes. So frankincense Carteri, Freeriana and Serrata are the other 2. And they're all good, but Carteri is the one that I use. You can see Carteri, frankincense Carteri. It's a 10 millimeter bottle. You'll pay about $14.99 for this. Again, I do not sell these. I'm not affiliated with these guys. I'm also a customer. Go to eBay, punch this in. Pick the 10 millimeter bottle with the Euro style dropper top. It'll be an option on there. And $14.99 free shipping, no sales tax. And they'll have it to you in a couple of days. And the other thing you want to get is nasal inhaler. You can buy these off of eBay also. Just put in nasal inhaler for aromatherapy or whatever. You want to get blank nasal inhalers, standard nasal inhaler. This bottom cap comes off. You have to pry it off. Inside is a little cotton cartridge. You can hear it rattling around. You pull that cartridge out, you put about 6 drops of the frankincense Carteri on there, put the cap back on, keep it screwed together and keep it on its base. That way the constituents volatilize and they go up into the upper end of the cap instead of seeping out through the seam at the bottom. In the morning, take 6 deep inhalations, 1 each per nostril. This is what I do personally. Breathe it in deep. There's a gaseous exchange that takes place in the alveoli of the lungs. The beneficial constituents will enter into the bloodstream, the immune system constituents. In the evening, repeat the same procedure. I've been doing that. I don't catch anything anymore. And I used to get sick all the time. So this works for me. Just wanted to share what I personally do. Okay, so with that said, I guess what I'm saying here is I don't see any reason to panic. I really don't. As far as a virus goes, what I'm personally concerned about, as I mentioned, I'm more concerned about the agendas that are going to be pushed behind this. So, like I said, if anybody wants to discuss this down below in the comment section, I'll be happy to go a little more in depth with the thing. But I felt led to shoot this video. I see a lot of hysteria, people freaking out. One more thing. The masks, P95s, N95s, regular dust masks, whatever, they're not going to stop a virus. The virus is very small, and the virus is going to go right through the fibers of the mask. Those fibers are not rated for biological containment. You know, people are sweeping the store shelves clean of these masks, and you know, people who are in construction or work in trades that need these respirators, now they can't find them. And so, you know, the only real value that a mask like that is going to have is if a person is sick, they're wearing the mask. If they sneeze or cough, it contains the droplets, the aerosolized droplets, so they don't become airborne and fly out into a room. That's really the only value that they have. But people, I see people walking around with these masks on, and you can't find them anywhere now. And they're walking around thinking that they have protection. Well, their eyes are not protected. The virus can enter any of the mucosal surfaces, the mouth, the eyes, and all it takes is for one of those little aerosolized droplets to contact the surface of the eye, and it'll enter in that way. It's you know, it's just amazing to see what people are doing, and you know, they're not taking, you know, they think they're taking proper precautions, but actually they're not. And I believe this is also media manipulation. So anyways, with that said, guys, if you want to discuss this down below, I'm happy to chat with you. And I felt led to shoot a quick video on this. And you know, it's good to be prepared, but you don't have to go in and sweep supermarket store shelves clean of these big 48-roll packs of toilet paper. You know, dry goods, if you know, anybody who wants to be prepared should have some dehydrated foods put away. Dry goods, non-perishables, things of that nature. You know, I hear reports from other parts of the country where a lot of the supermarkets are being wiped out. So I just see a lot of hysteria going on with this thing, and the numbers aren't supporting it. The numbers are just not there. If we had, you know, it's not like it's hemorrhagic fever where people's insides are being liquefied and they're bleeding from their eyes, and you know what I mean? And you know, people are dropping dead in the thousands, you know, daily, and it's just not there. So I believe there's a lot of hype going on with this, and I urge everybody, you know, if you want to be cautious, be cautious. I'm not saying don't be cautious. You know, do the hand washing or whatever you feel you need to do to protect yourself, but I don't think people need to panic over this. The real issue that I see are various agendas that we should all be concerned about. As I said, you want to discuss that a little further down below, I'll be happy to go into detail a little bit more. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hope all of you are having an outstanding day or night, depending on where you're located, and don't freak out. Stay calm. That's the main thing. Cooler heads will prevail. Keep your preps handy. Keep your powder dry. It is my sincere thoughts that we're heading for some rough times up ahead, and I'm not talking about virus-wise. I just believe the virus is being used as a tool, so to speak. So I'll see all of you very soon on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.